welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a hair and makeup tutorial again, and today it's inspired by the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And I absolutely love watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show. It always gets me in the Christmassy mood, and today I wanted to do a look inspired by that. So I really hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you do down in the comments below, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see how we got this hair and makeup, then keep watching. For primer today, I'm using the Benefit PoreFessional, which is one of my favourite primers, and I'm just applying this to everywhere where I get most pores. For foundation today, I chose to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, and the angels always have really glowing skin, and this foundation has a really nice dewy finish, and I also like it as well because you can build it up so it's quite full coverage. So I'm building this up all over the face with my beauty blender. Next, I'm using concealer, and I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm tapping it on with my finger first because this is quite good coverage, so you don't need that much. And I'm just using it under the eyes and then on the eyelids as well to act as our primer for eyeshadow. And then next I went in with this highlighting pen from MAC in the shade Light Boost. And I'm just applying this to everywhere where I want to highlight, so along my nose, under my eyes and my chin and forehead. And then I'm just blending all that out again with my beauty blender. I want to try and keep the dewy finish of the foundation as much as possible, so the only place that I'm setting with powder is around the eyes because that's the only place that's going to crease. So I'm using some of the MAC Studio Fix powder. Moving on to the Chanel cream bronzer, and I'm starting to warm up the face with this. The angels are always super glowy and super bronzed as well, so I'm not concentrating on contouring as much, just using this to add warmth to the face. I really love the shade of this bronzer, and by using this first we won't have to apply as many powder bronzers over the top, so we can keep that dewy finish as well. Now it's time to start on that highlight, and I'm using this liquid highlighter from Becca. You can mix this in with your foundation if you want to as well, but I'm choosing to add this last because I want to focus the highlight in these main areas to make it really stand out. And I'm applying it to the high points of the face everywhere that the light would naturally hit, so the tops of the cheekbones, above the brow and the nose and Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to be building up on that bronzer. We're going heavy with the glow and the bronzer in this tutorial, guys. I'm starting off by using Benefit's Hoola, and then I'm going in with some MAC's Give Me Sun. I'm trying not to apply it over the liquid highlight we've just applied, just to the areas where we applied the cream bronzer first, and also down the neck as well, just to make sure everything's blended. For a pop of colour to the cheeks, I decided to add some blush, and this is the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. For the brows, I'm really not doing that much. I want to keep them looking as natural as possible and quite fluffy as well. So I'm just filling in any sparse areas, and then I'm setting them in place with the Maybelline Brow Drama, and I'm just brushing them up to keep that natural effect. Moving on to the eyes now, and the angel's look is always really fresh and natural, so I'm starting by using Creme Brulee from Geek, and I'm applying this into the crease as our transition shade. Now I'm going in with Latte, which is also from Geek, and this is more of a neutral shade. It's not too cool and not too warm as well. I'm using this to darken, just to add a little bit more definition to the crease, and I'm buffing it out so it's really seamless and there's no harsh lines. The angels also had a really shimmery pop to the lid, so I'm using this gold shade from the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. This is in the shade Pure Ganache, and it's a really pretty bright gold. You could also use a silver as well if you wanted to. They also rocked a winged liner this year, which I absolutely loved. The wing itself was quite short, but it pointed straight up towards the brow, if you get what I mean, and it was a lot thinner in the very inner corners as well, so that's how I've done my wing today. They also left their under eyes bare this year, so I'm just running a small amount of Latte underneath, just to add a small amount of shadow, and then I'm applying lots of the Too Faced mascara to really build up the top lashes. And then to make the roots of my top lashes look really thick, I'm lining the top waterline, and I'm using the MAC's Costa Riche eye pencil. Now it's time for inner corner highlight, and don't be shy with this one. I'm using Kitten from Stila. It's one of my favourite highlighters, and I'm using a pencil brush to be quite precise, and then I also decided to use some of this underneath the brow as well. I'm not sure if the Angels wore false lashes, but I thought it would be nice to add some. I'm using the Ardel Demi Wispies, which are just really nice and natural and fluttery, and I thought they would go really nice with this look. Yes, we are going in with another highlighter. I couldn't do a Victoria's Secret makeup look without using Champagne Pop, of course. So I'm using this everywhere we applied the other highlighter, across the cheeks, on the cupid's bow, the nose and above the brow as well. The Angels always wear a nice nudish pink glossy lip, so to start I'm using the Coco K pencil from Kylie, and I'm filling them in with this and then just patting it over with my finger just to make sure it's all blended, and then I'm going over the top with this Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in the shade number 2. So that's it for the Victoria's Secret makeup look. Now we can move on to hair. I know the hair was styled using the Beach Waver, but I only have my straighteners right now, so I'm going to do a similar look using these. I'm doing it similar to how I did in a recent Get Ready With Me, but I'm taking a lot more time with it, so I'm sectioning off the hair and I'm using smaller pieces as well so I can get the curls a little bit tighter. So for each side as well, I'm curling the hair backwards so it really frames my face, and this is just the start, so this is the bottom layer of my hair, so let's speed this up a little bit. Now we're onto the middle section of my hair, and again I'm just doing exactly the same thing, just taking my time and taking small pieces and curling all the hair backwards. I'm not brushing any of them through at this point though, I'm just letting them sit there until the end and we've curled everything. Finally, we're on the top section and last part of the hair. The Angels wore their hair on a slight side parting this year, which looks really pretty, so I left mine in a side parting as well. And then finally, once you've curled all of your hair, just run your fingers through it and separate all the curls and fluff it up, and that completes today's look. So that completes today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!